From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, presidential nominees Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are on a campaign blitz just days out from the US election. Both have been eyeing up the battleground states, especially the biggest, Pennsylvania. The Trump camp's already spreading concern over ballot counting, hinting he could contest the results if he loses. Herald Deputy Political Editor Thomas Coughlan is in the US and says it's hard to see either winning without Pennsylvania.
There is a massive ground war going on in the state to make sure that everyone who can vote does vote.
A survey of rural GPs shows it's becoming less likely for people to access the healthcare promised to them. The Rural Health Network survey reveals healthcare outside urban areas is in a critical state. Jordan Dunn explains.
The results show 39% of practices aren't open to new enrolments, while a quarter offer no hands-on after-hours care. Chair of the network, Dr. Fiona Bolden, says the postcode lotteries for healthcare is getting worse for rural communities. She says they need immediate and targeted attention.
Calls for urgency around removing fuel from the Manawanui shipwreck as the Pacific cyclone season looms. The sunken naval vessel ran aground off the coast of Samoa last month, sparking concern over damage to the reef. The Defence Force is due to start removing fuel later this month. The Green Party says Fisheries Minister Shane Jones needs to stand up and protect ocean ecosystems before they're destroyed. A New Zealand bottom trawler has triggered a ban on fishing in Lord Howe Rise after hauling up 37 kilograms of coral. Green spokesperson Tiano Tuiono says the minister spends too much time in the pockets of fishing companies.
That's problematic, and I think it's about time that he climbed out and took a wider picture of what's happening because we have obligations with the Pacific.
And that's news. I'm Donna Marie Lever. To sport, Daryl Mitchell and Will Young have made gutsy half-centuries in energy-sapping conditions on the opening day of the third cricket test against India in Mumbai. The pair helped New Zealand to 235 before India slumped to 86 for 4, losing 3 wickets in 2 overs just before stumps, trailing by 149 runs. The Wellington Phoenix have been punished for a lacklustre spell in the first half of their A-League season opener, beaten 4-2 by Western United in Melbourne, despite dominating most of the statistical categories over the 90 minutes. Liam Lawson has been 11th fastest in the first and only practice, ahead of Formula One's Brazilian Grand Prix, 1 spot ahead of Racing Bull's teammate Yuki Tsunoda. And MotoGP organisers have cancelled the Valencia Grand Prix due to catastrophic floods in Spain and will now be hosting the season-ending event at a different venue. And that's sport.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.